Well, welcome to Talking Property, Footy and Life with Rob and Rach. How are you, darling?
Good.
So, this is a little bit about property, this is a little bit about footy and a little bit about life.
Yes.
What are we going to be talking about when we're talking about property?
Okay, so first I have to preface this by saying I'm a St George supporter.
Really?
Rob's a West Tigers supporter, hence the jersey behind us of the mighty Gladiators of the 1963 Grand Final where St George was triumphant.
And because of the ref, remember that?
And I'd like to also point out that we've won more premierships than Balmain and Western Suburbs put together.
But isn't that because you make the Roosters look small fry when it comes to buying a premiership?
We won't even go there. We're not going there. We're going to talk about property, life and footy. We're both footy tragics. We love all codes, rugby, NRL, soccer, you name it, we'll watch it, we'll back it, we'll support it. But this season, the purpose of this podcast is to talk about property, footy and life. So we're buyer's agents, and with being a buyer's agent, we actually work for you when you're looking for a property. Our business is Lansdowne Property Group. So we will sit with you, we'll go through your brief, and then we'll go and do a search, find, locate your property and do the negotiation on your behalf. So if you had to watch one of my Facebook Lives last week, you would have noticed that I was talking about the difference between a real estate agent and a buyer's agent. And I just want to, again, explain that a real estate agent, when you're a buyer, are working for their client, which is the vendor or the seller, the one who are paying them the commission, not you as the buyer. There's a complete difference. And when you are doing a negotiation on your own with a real estate agent, what are they going to do? Make money for their client, because that's what they're employed to do. They're not employed to give you the price at a good price, are they?
No, not at all, not at all. So you're telling me is when we go and watch West beat Parramatta at Parramatta Stadium, we're also going to be talking a little bit about the Parramatta market and the...
Absolutely. So what the purpose of this podcast is obviously talk about real estate, which is a property. We're going to talk about footy, which we absolutely love, and then we're going to talk a bit about life. So you might not know, we have been married this year for 33 years. We have 2 children and 2 beautiful grandchildren and an incredible son-in-law. Plus we've got 3 fur babies, our Millie, which is on our webpage, and we've also got 2 British short-haired cats which like to boss us around.
Which are real sloths, let's be honest.
Yeah, they are actually, aren't they? They're pretty average.
They remind me a lot of a Manly player. They'll only work hard when there's something in it for them.
Yeah, when there's food. Food at the end. At the end of the day. Yeah, nag until they get their own way, until you actually get off the couch. Absolutely. But we'll talk about Manly when we get to Manly, which is further down the season. So each week we'll highlight a football team around the country, from Townsville to Melbourne to Auckland. Well, I should say the Warriors, but I'm talking about the city. And then we will discuss the property market in that region. So when we go to the Redcliffe Dolphins, we will actually talk about Redcliffe and the surrounding areas, what we think are good properties to look at, what areas we think could be the next hotspot if you're looking for an investment. So that's what the purpose of this will be. Very relaxed. We will have some guest speakers, some Penrith tragics, some Manly tragics that we know, and potentially South tragics. There's a lot of those, unfortunately.
Just tragic following South as far as I'm concerned. I mean, really, come on.
No, my mother follows South. It's not that tragic.
See what I mean?
Anyway, so this is a short introduction to let you know what we will be doing, and we hope that you will join in, follow us along. Got any questions or anything you want us to cover in particular, then please reach out through either our Facebook, LinkedIn, our Instagram or our webpage.
That's going to be awesome. But what I want to know is, will we do some pop-up Facebook Lives when we're outside some of these games? Because we are going to, without warning, pop up in Melbourne, pop up in Townsville when we're going to see the footy. So we're going to do a little bit of both, a little bit of live, a little bit pre-recorded. Is that the whole aim of this?
Yeah, that's the intent. We intend to go to the Magic Round again in Brisbane. If you've never been to Magic Round in Brisbane, buy your tickets, get there. It's an incredible atmosphere. It doesn't matter what team you support, you're going to see a weekend of incredible football.
Yep.
Just to be there, it is like a mini Olympics, but just football.
That's going to be awesome. But do I have to have a cafe latte when we go to watch the Roosters?
Well, I drink cafe lattes and I live in the southwest of Sydney, so I think we can discount that actually.
But ours are about $3 a cup cheaper than Bondi.
Yeah, but they can afford it.
They can afford it.
That's right.
Well, guys, that wraps it up for our first podcast. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to encourage you to send your questions in. If you want us to go somewhere specific on any of the football map, be it AFL or rugby league or rugby union, send us a note. We're going to do our best to get there. And as we say, you're going to have a great time watching this. You're going to learn a lot. We're going to have a bit of fun. And maybe my West Tigers this year just might get into the finals. But after last weekend, I doubt it.
Yeah, and remember, if you've got any questions relating to property and the value that we will add to you being your buyer's agent, then please reach out. If you want to know any more, you want a free discovery call, no obligation. And we are Lansdowne Property Group, and we make buying your next property easy.
Thanks very much, and we'll see you at the end of the week.
Cheers, peeps.